So the final whistle has gone at Cardiff City Stadium, and it ended up as being Cardiff 2, Blackburn Rovers 2, in a game I think that we should have really won this one when you take a little look back at the highlights. So 2-2 in the end. But really, Rovers should have won it, having hit the woodwork at least 3 times. It might have been more than that. Of course, quick look at the lineups, of course, for this match. It was Smithies between the sticks coming in for, of course, Phillips, who did let in 5 goals last week against Sheffield Wednesday. But a bit of a response, perhaps, to Cardiff. Nelson, Flitt and Brown made up the back 3 with Sang, Vaulks, of course, Pack, and, of course, NG with Wilson, Murphy and Kiefer Moore up top. As for Rovers, we went Kaminsky, of course, Douglas, Hubbard, Ellis, Lenihan and Nyambe made up the back 4. Tribal, Johnson, of course, Travis, the heartbeat once again with Rovers. Of course, Adam Armstrong, who was very, very valuable today. Of course, Gallagher with the performance, of course, and of course Elliott leading the charge. 2-2 though it was in the end, as Rovers got themselves a share of the spoils in a game where it was slipping through our fingers not once but twice. Going behind, but Rovers showing a bit of desire, maybe playing for the manager, you just don't know. And it was a bit of a weird one. Of course, Rovers throwing the kitchen sink at one stage by bringing on 5 substitutions at once. Goodness gracious me. But yes, as you can see, the shots for Rovers, we had 20 compared to their 12 and only 5 of them on target, which was a bane of my existence. Of course, all the gear, no idea, all possession again, 65% compared to their 35. But is it does it paper over the cracks? Is it still Mowbray out? To me, yes, it is. Of course, we should be winning games. We should be climbing up the table, because there's still a mathematical chance that we could get sucked into this. And I don't want us to be relying on other results, because in fact, that's what we did today. We relied on the results. The only one that really didn't go in our favour was, of course, Birmingham's win. But the likes, of course, Coventry losing, Wickham losing in the end, Derby losing as well. So, fortunately for us, those were our saving graces, because it could have been much, much worse than that. But it is 1 point closer to safety. I think we still need 4 or 5 points to be sure of it, and of course we ain't going to rest on that. The goals coming from, of course, Will Vaulks in the 27th minute, giving Cardiff the lead from a free kick. Eventually, I think the first strike hit the wall, came back, and then Will Vaulks slotted the bad boy home. I think, I can't. It was something along those lines. And then Rovers, despite all that, despite the early bit of pressure by Cardiff, Rovers did nick an equaliser on the 43rd minute. Adam Armstrong squeezing his shot home past Alex Smithies with a bit of a Butterfinger scenario. But it was 1-1 at the break, and I felt confident going into the second half, not overly confident, but enough that we could maybe get something out. And we started off the second half brightly with, of course, a couple of opportunities as well, but we couldn't really make them count. And as the match got a little bit later on, the chances did even get better for Rovers, hitting the woodwork a couple more times, but ultimately we couldn't find the back of the net. And in fact, it actually went worse for us, as, of course, Joe Rawls, with a 70-minute, what appeared to be a winner at that stage, gave Cardiff the lead. And guess what? I was sunk. I felt really shit. For those next 20 minutes, my heart was in my mouth, and I just thought, you know what, I cannot be dealing with this anymore. I still cannot be dealing with this, and I'm hoping something does go awry and things will change for Rovers. But to be fair, if the Venkies bin him off after this week, guess what? I'm absolutely befuddled about how they operate, because how can you go with some shit performances that we've seen in the last 14 games and don't make a decision? And after today's performance, I thought it was a bit more belief in the Rovers as we tried to claw our way back. And if they were to make a decision now, after that performance, I just think, what the heck's the point? Because I think, you know what, he might have bought himself an extra week or two. But in all honesty, I don't think ever Venkies were going to ever make a decision about this. And to be fair, as long as if he keeps us in this division, I do believe he will probably be here next season. He'll give himself the opportunity to go again, and that's what I do believe. Anyway, the situation in the table, as Rovers equalised on the 90th minute, fully deserved as well. Adam Armstrong with his second, of course, giving himself a bit of a value boost. We kind of find ourselves in 17th, which is not great. Point behind, of course, Preston, but of course a win away from going up as high as 14th. That's what we need to do. Just get that win and get to the 50-point barrier. We're just 3 points away now. As for the foot of the table, Birmingham just beneath us, took 2 points adrift. Of course, Huddersfield game in hand. Derby as well next. Win that game against Derby at Ewood Park, and I think we can relax our jets and then hopefully finish the season with a bit of less pressure. But anyway, yeah, all in all, I think the Rovers should be the happier out of that result. Again, Cardiff, to be fair, I think they're out of it now. Realistically, they're in 8th, but I just think it is. I think the playoffs is just a bit too far for them now. They're just 9 points adrift with only 5 games left. Realistically, it's going to be a bit of tight accomplishment if they were to do just that. And even for Reading, it's starting to slip through their fingers as well, and they've also played a game less. Bournemouth have also played a game more. Win that chance for Bournemouth to get back up there with the likes of Barnsley and co. It is looking very, very interesting in those playoff spots, but of course we'll take a look at that in the detail review. Until then, though, that's all I've got for you. Yes, Rovers fought back 2-2 twice, going behind early doors to only level it in the 93rd minute. We like playing against Cardiff, and so does Adam Armstrong, scoring a couple of goals today, and also we did the banger last season. But yeah, I'll take it for now. I'll chew on it for a couple more days, and then we'll go again for Derby next week. A little bit later on, though, I'll have a detailed review, take a look at the match reviews, or the match ratings, the fans' input, of course, and also words from Mowbray. But until then, though, be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. I'll check you out soon, of course, with a detailed review. Until then, though, I'm out.